Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is one take time. I recorded a video last night that I realized today is going to take me way too much editing time to be able to get up tonight. So, instead of rushing through editing that video, because I really want to take my time with it, you're going to get a one take today. I apologize in advance for my ums, likes, and all of my other lovely disfluencies that may or may not come out of my head today. This is completely unedited territory. So, with that being said, I have a few things that I did want to talk about in lieu of the video that I was hoping was going to be my video for today. Based on what you guys said in the comments of my last video, I have decided that I'm going to share, over the course of time, some of the stories of the people, the YouTubers that I did get to have actual rewarding or interesting, at least, encounters with. And the first bigger YouTuber that I did have a mostly awkward encounter with was Mike Falzone. And if you're not familiar with Mike Falzone, then you're probably one of my subscribers that's only here because you love me in real life and we're friends or family. And in that case, you are exempt from pretty much the rest of this video, unless you choose to have no idea what I'm talking about. And in that case, stay with me because you'll figure all of these things out eventually. But Mike Falzone, I saw him in the hotel that is right across from Anaheim. I think it's the Hilton. I was in one of the gift shops because I had decided to wear horrible and uncomfortable shoes my very first day, and I went to the gift shop to buy less horrible and hopefully more comfortable shoes. And I ended up getting a pair of those, Sandsku or whatever, the shoes that have the yoga mat. So anyway, that's not important. What is important is I saw him and I couldn't help myself. I just said Mike, as in like a person that I've known for many years, and I called them by their first names. So that was interesting. But he looked over like he expected to see somebody he knew, and he clearly, of course, didn't know me. So he sort of was confused, and then that made me feel awkward that I had shouted out his name like we've known each other for years. And so then I immediately explained that I know him from his YouTube channel and that I love what he does, and started to get very awkward and tumble over myself in my speech. And he was an angel. He was very, very soft spoken, very kind, very sweet, very receptive to the whole encounter, and I was wholly awkward, but I think that was a place to start. So I don't regret it, but at the same time it was a very awkward thing, but he was very sweet. So that was awesome. And the other one that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to try to make this quick, was that I got to have face-to-face time with Mike Rignetta, who's probably one of my favorite YouTubers, and he is just as intelligent and awesome as you would think that he is from PBS Idea Channel and or Reasonably Sound, depending on how you know him. If you know him, you should know him. Anyway, so I went to, one of the panels that I went to was, so you want to start a podcast? Because, spoiler alert, I'm thinking about starting a podcast, and I'll talk about that later. But he was there, and at the end of the panel, a few of us, I think Jacqueline, Ashley, and me went up, and my in was that Ashley and Jacqueline already knew him because they had gone to a meetup in New York, if that's correct. But either way, He actually knew me after I said what my channel name was. So I was like, hi, my name is Liz, channel name High Waisted Pantaloons, and immediately he was like, oh, it's you. And I was like, it's me. And so that was like a really kind of neat thing to have happen, is that somebody that I significantly admire knew me from my channel name. So that was a really cool feeling. And then I just went to talk to him about how, much I enjoy PBS Idea Channel and how I like thinking higher thinking thoughts. But that it's good for me, especially because I have 2 kids and I don't really get challenged mentally like I used to when I was in college. So that's why I appreciate that. But he's very cool, very easy to talk to, very enthusiastic about talking to people, which is always a good thing when you're kind of an introvert naturally. And both of those encounters were completely different, but also both just very important and kind of acclimating me to the whole wonderful world that was VidCon. So those were the 2, I think those were 2 of the other bigger ones that I kind of wanted to talk about, but didn't want to just be like, Mike Falzone and Mike Rognetta. They're both Mikes. I just realized that right now. They're both Mikes. And my brother's name's Mike. There's a lot of Mikes in the world. I feel like maybe we should retire that name, but I feel like maybe it's not my place to make that decision. So anyway, I think I wanted to kind of share with you guys my new setup here that I have. These are a lot of these things that I got from VidCon. So this was Lindsay Doe, gave this to a couple of us. This is Abby, the corgi. This is Nick, who was the editor for Sexplanations, but now it's Matthew Gatos, Lindsay, Hank Green, and, oh God, I know this. Yeah, I'm forgetting her name, and I'm feeling like such a dope right now for that. But Nicole, I want to say it's Nicole. And that actually in the suit here is Matthew Gatos. And this is a good episode of Sexplanation. That was hilarious, and I get the feeling they had a lot of fun shooting that. This is my VidCon badge, which I will keep forever and ever and ever because I'm proud of it. These things were already there. This is Craig Benzine, by the way, and that's Michael Buckley. And up here I got something from Anna from Gross Science. I got that art assignment sticker, and lastly we have our crash course sticker. So a little bit more interesting things to look at, and all stuff that I support, I'm proud of, so I'm happy to advertise for them. And so hopefully the video that I wanted to have up today I will be able to edit this weekend. I'm really looking forward to sharing it with everybody. I will give you a little backstory to it. There was a Nerdfighter Online workshop that Hank set up for everyone. Gosh, I don't even remember how long ago, but I wrote a script for that, and the script that I wrote, I've finally decided after doing this for 7 months that I'm ready to make it my own video. So I'm going to make it my own video. But it kind of is a little bit in the style of a PBS Idea Channel episode. So if you're familiar with that, there's going to be lots of pictures and lots of GIFs and lots of things happening on the screen. Not nearly as overwhelmingly as PBS Idea Channel does, but it's going to be a little bit more work involved. So hopefully I'll have that up next week. Either way, I'm almost up to 50 subscribers. So yeah, that's awesome. I am kind of in all of that. I celebrated 30, celebrated 20. I kind of missed 40. I'm excited about 40, but it was kind of just in the middle of VidCon is when that happened. And now I'm almost up to 50, so I feel like, yeah. But if you're new, thank you so much for subscribing. I already love you for that. I hope that you enjoy what I do, because I still don't know what it is that I do, but I enjoy doing it. And I think for now, that's gonna be it. I hope this wasn't too... No, you know what? It was awesome. I'm awesome. And I kind of am done being apologetic, I think. Unless I end up being an asshole. And I'm not usually going to swear on this channel, but yeah, that's a fair statement to make. So, I will see everyone next weekend. I hope you have a good weekend. And we'll see what happens next week.